Jamie McMurray got an inadvertent birthday present just moments ago as he completes a pit stop. Watch them come off turn number 2. That's Mayfield inside of McMurray. Jeremy bobbles. Jamie gets ahead of him.
Good man.
And right about now, the caution comes out. So upon further review, NASCAR has awarded the free pass to the Irwin Industrial Tools 26 of McMurray. And he is back on the lead lap. Birthday notwithstanding.
30 years old, that young man is.
Took 100 times that out of that slot machine last night.
I'm twice in them. I just thought about that.
You know, Darrell mentioned that all 5 Roush cars finished in the top 8 at Lowe's. With Jamie getting back on the lead lap, all 5 Roush cars are back on the lead lap.
One driver did not stop among the lead lap cars. Jeremy Mayfield went from a lap down to leading this race in the space of about 5 laps.
Right.
97 laps to go at Dover Downs. And let me correct, Jeremy Mayfield has just gotten back on the lead lap. 1 caution ago, Jamie McMurray got back on the lead lap, and by staying out on the racetrack, it is McMurray that is the leader. And I apologize for getting my Jamies and Jeremys mixed up.
We're looking back at Jimmy Johnson. He would now be 1 lap down, but he would be eligible for the free pass behind leader Jamie McMurray in the 26 car.
Now he's in the rocking chair. That's a good place to ride. Reed Sorensen back on the lead lap, and McMurray with no contenders anywhere near him. For the lead, that is.
Jamie's come off a great run last week at Charlotte, Lowe's Motor Speedway, finished 8th, leading the race here late today. Maybe this little team is starting to click.
Last night, the Dover Hotel and Casino, Dover Downs, made him a huge birthday cake with concrete-colored frosting in the shape of the Speedway. Casey Kane added from the next table, "I want the piece at the finish line." Matt?
Now, Jamie last pitted on 293 when he got the lucky dog. Now, they made a chassis and air pressure jump as a car. They've just been way too loose on entry. That's been his biggest complaint most of today, but he hasn't said anything about the balance lately.
So what that means is crew chief Bob Osborne is trying to get 107 laps out of that fuel. As you see McMurray getting loose off turn 2. Here comes Kevin Harvick in the 29 car. This is a battle for the lead right now. But that would be a stretch to go 107 laps, even with those cautions.
I like what Jamie's doing right there, Larry. Kevin Harvick's all over him. He moved up, looking for a little bit better run here. Oh, baby, that is a slide right there, man. Holy smoly, and he hung on to it.
Lost the 1 spot to Jimmy Johnson, who's now back on the lead lap, but he kept the lead of the race.
Sometimes it's good to be your birthday.
Yeah, well, it's, you know, getting up off the bottom, you don't have such a sharp angle coming off the corner there, and that really helped him.
Let's take a moment to meet Jamie McMurray.
Jamie McMurray.
Hi, I'm Jamie McMurray from Joplin, Missouri. I drive the number 26 Crown Royal Irwin Tools Ford Fusion. This is my 4th year in the Next Cup Series, but my 1st year with Roush Racing. What I like most about racing is that you can struggle one week and win the next. There's always a challenge. When I'm away from the racetrack, I like to play golf. I'm pretty much not a very good golfer. I am an average golfer, but I count every stroke when I play. This year, I'm sponsored by Sharpie, which is awesome because I use Sharpies pretty much every day. All drivers sign autographs with Sharpies.
The other question for McMurray, after that bobble, will that car handle well enough to handle the heat from Harvick, Busch, Martin, and Burton?
I think he just needs a little breathing room where he can get out there and get away from everybody and focus on running his line. He runs real good up high.
Kyle Busch in that 5 car got quite a run on the high side. He continues to work on the high side. Kevin Harvick on the 29 car. Scott Riggs right now would be the first car lap down in that 10 car.
Whoa, boy, Rowdy got a little loose off too that time.
Remember, McMurray got the free pass on lap 291 and then did not pit with the rest of the leaders. on the subsequent caution.
That's when he pitted, was that caution. He pitted on lap 293.
McMurray has opened up a full second on Kevin Harvick.
I can't tell you how good a therapy this is for that kid right there in the 26. I mean, you know, he comes over to Roush, gets in that car. That's basically the 97 car. They figured he'd be a championship contender.
Probably good therapy for the whole race team, considering it was the Nextel Cup champions 2 years ago. New crew chief Wally Brown been in place now. Bob Osborne about 2 months with Jamie. Wally Brown's now over with Carl Edwards.
Think Bob's getting excited about now?
No.
I don't either.
Still a dial tone.
Yeah, he's just like a dial tone.
Air traffic control. Right.
10-4.
There's Bob Osborne.
Look at him. Steadying.
2 weeks ago, before the All-Star race, Jamie McMurray told me he lay in bed at night staring at the ceiling, wondering what he needed to do. What was he doing wrong? How could we turn this team around? They've done it. At Charlotte and here at Dover, they have done it.
Regardless of what the finish ends up being.
Right.
Like Darrell said, this is what this race team and what Jamie McMurray needed here today.
They've become competitive. And he leads here with 60 laps to go. And Kevin Harvick trying to eat away at that lead, but only by about half a tenth every lap or two.
Just talking about our leader, Jamie McMurray, right now in the 26 car with 35 laps to go. Remember, he qualified in the 9th position, had to go to the rear of the field because of an engine change. Darrell, we've been talking about all during the show, teams that needed to win a race, and how long it's been. 125 races since he won a race at Lowe's Motor Speedway, subbing for Sterling Marlin in his 2nd career start.
Hard to believe this is his 4th year in Cup. Seems like it was only yesterday that he started with that win at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
No one thought he'd win that quickly, or anyone would win that quickly. No one thought it would take this long to try and get win number 2. Harvick is there.
And as we spoke, they have caught the tail end of the field as well. They will catch, looks like Kenny Wallace up there and Derek Cope in about a lap or 2.
Now Harvick's got to figure out how he can get around McMurray in a hurry. He can't mess around. If he gets stuck on the bottom, trying to pass him on the bottom, he could lose a lot of time.
And then Matt Kenseth would be right there to pounce.
Matt will be right on him.
Boy, Harvick got a good run off turn 2 the last time. Right up to the rear bumper, the 26 car. 26 car washes up. Harvick turns it to the bottom.
Now here's where the 29 has got to take. This is where you get held up, running side by side.
Kevin Harvick has not led this race today.
And you see what happens. He'll get a run. Here he comes under, but he can't stay there. It's slowing them both down and letting Matt Kenseth just reel them right in.
And we've seen this all weekend long, where if you can get to that high side off turn 2, you can beat that guy on the bottom off the corner.
You just keep him pinned down. He needs the whole racetrack to make the pass. Harvick has got to get by him if he has any shot at all.
If this keeps up, we're going to have a 4-car battle for the lead. You see Jeff Burton not too far in the distance behind Kenseth.
Boy, McMurray got way up the racetrack that time off turn 2, but he still won the drag race down the backstretch.
But that's where his car has been good there. It works good there if he just doesn't overdrive the corner and get in there so far that Kevin gets ahead of him in the center of the corner.
McMurray's led more laps today, 3 times as many laps today as in the whole season to date. But now Kenseth is just 3 car lengths off this lead battle.
And he is much faster than these cars. He's just going to pull to the inside of
The thing
Harvick.
about the 17 is he can pass on the bottom. He's good on the bottom. He can go right here. He can make that pass and continue right on.
Look how much quicker he beat Harvick to the throttle back in turn 3 and 4.
And Jeff Burton is coming.
Now, if that's 17 and 29, they can keep running side by side. That's good news for McMurray. He stretches it out, and Harvick pulls back in front of Kenseth. 16 to go next time by. Now Kenseth goes to the high side.
I'll go to the real high side. But Jamie McMurray is loving this. I think Matt's got to make his pass on the bottom. His car's been good there all day.
And Harvick won't give him the bottom. Now, for our leader, the question will the traffic be Jamie McMurray's friend, or will it hold him up?
Well, I was just going to say the busiest man in Dover, Delaware right now is his spotter, Dave Atkins. He's all over the top of this building talking to the spotters of those lap-down cars.
I think the way McMurray can run high and he really can pass up there really easily. See him go to the bottom here.
Yeah, I had no choice. Derek Cope was up high, and here comes Harvick.
And you see what? He can't run the bottom, so he needs to really work on the outside. He doesn't need to go to the bottom. When he goes to the bottom, he just slows down. He's got to stay up there and keep digging.
But Jamie used Derek Cope in the 74 car as a pick, 14 to go.
Yeah, well, he was his pick, all right, but that's what got him. That's what caught the 29 back up. And here's Kenseth trying to look to the bottom, and that's his best move. Kenseth can't run high.
And Burton got past Cope cleanly, which brings him closer to that lead path. McMurray cannot afford to dally with these lap cars.
If Jamie McMurray doesn't make a mistake, if he doesn't overdrive a corner and get the thing up the hill too far, he's going to be all right, I think.
He's got to be all right for 12 more laps.
And they're definitely going to catch about 4, 5, or 6 more lap cars up there. He just needs to catch them in the right spot. Boy, Harvick got a good run off too that time, pulling away from Kenseth a little bit.
Now the next car is up ahead. Robbie Gordon is running low and Michael Waltrip up high. This could be a bit of a logjam for our leader.
I think Michael will know he's coming. He'll move out of the way, and Robbie's kind of wounded. I don't think that's going to be a problem. McMurray just needs to find a line. I don't like that low line off the 2 right there, but he seems to like it down there. Here
Johnson,
comes 48.
6th place.
Now, one note I want to make about our leader, Jamie McMurray, is we'll be coming to 10 to go. Remember, 107 laps since he's been to pit road, but I think enough cautions, he should be okay on fuel.
Well, now, you know, a Roush car, remember Phoenix, all of them ran out of gas.
We've had 23 laps of caution since he was last to pit road, Matt.
Mike, before the last caution, Bob Osborne's only concern was if we got a green-white checkered finish, he may not have enough fuel. But then we got the caution, so they should be good to go, even if that situation comes up.
Matt, with 9 to go, he pulls up on the back of Robbie Gordon in that 7 car, another lap car.
Jamie loses a lot of time, Larry, when he goes to the bottom, if he would just stay on the top. But now, Harvick's got to block the 17 right there. But look at that run. Jamie just doesn't run good when he tries to go low.
A lot of lap cars directly in front of the leaders. McMurray trying low. Robbie Gordon gives plenty of room, but they're 3 wide in front of the leader now.
Watch that 29. He jumps out. He just cannot get off the corner on the bottom. He's got to run the high line.
And like Mike said, there's 3 lap cars there in front of him. McMurray goes to the high side. He prevails a little bit. They're side by side off turn 2.
Can't make that pass. Only way he's going to make that pass is hit him.
Here comes Kenseth on the bottom, and he almost touches with Harvick.
If these lap cars would give McMurray the high side of the racetrack, like you said, Darrell, I think he'll be okay.
He'll be okay. He just needs to really focus hard, run the high line. Don't try to run low. He's not good there.
7 laps to go.
Kenseth's alongside of Harvick. I believe Kenseth may be able to make this pass on Harvick. That could be bad news for the 26.
Schrader.
Kenseth right here should be able to accelerate ahead and get up in front of him right there.
Boy, he picked up that throttle quick. Now McMurray clears Schrader. He's got to get back to the high side. 6 to go.
Matt is so good on the bottom. I think he can get by McMurray if he can get to him.
Now Harvick has a rearview mirror full of his teammate Jeff Burton in that 31 car, the orange car there.
Teammates racing teammates.
Side by side in front of the leader, Michael Waltrip and Joe Nemechek.
Come on, guys, move over. Let them go. Give us some racing room here.
They do. They get single file. It's just 5 laps to end a long victory drought for Jamie McMurray.
Boy, that hurt him right there, though. He's not there again. He's pedaling it off of a 2. Here comes Kenseth with a whale of a run. He needs to get by Michael right here. He's got to go to the bottom because Michael will not give him the top. Come on, Jamie, gas it. Made it.
He cleared Michael. He gets back up in front of Michael. Matt Kenseth still side by side with the 55 car. 4 to go.
Now that cost McMurray a lot of his lead.
It did, and that's opening the door again for that 17 to look underneath.
McMurray only has about 1 more car out there in front of him. They'll be coming to 3 to go this time, but Jamie goes to the bottom, tries to slide up in front of Matt.
He's got to stay up high. Come on, Bob, tell him. Oh, he got loose off at 2 that time.
Side by side, 3 to go.
McMurray got loose off of 4. Kenseth.
He can get him back, though, because he's so good if he'll run that line right there.
But Kenseth's going to clear him coming off turn 2. Jamie wants to fight back, but Kenseth will go up in front of him.
Come on, but you can pedal back on the outside.
2 to go this time by.
And while these guys are doing it, here comes Harvick in the 29 back in the picture.
Hey, you want to talk about somebody in the picture? Look at the back of our picture right here in that Lowe's car.
48, Jimmy Johnson.
You can see the leader.
Where did he come from?
We got 3 sets of teammates up there in the top 6.
2 Roush cars, 2 Childress cars, and 2 Hendrick cars. 2, 4, 6. And it'll be white flag over Matt Kenseth this time by.
Well, Jamie may not win the race, but he gave it a valiant effort.
And he'll sleep well tonight.
Yes, he will. I finally turned the corner.
He made a statement today, him and that whole race team.
Good job. Kenseth's car was just too good.
Matt Kenseth can make it off turn 3 and 4. He's going to chop into that points lead of Jimmy Johnson.
Yeah, that's a great job on the Matt's part. Way to go, Matt.
Loose off 4, but Matt Kenseth wins the neighborhood excellence 400.
And Jimmy Johnson comes home 6. That's amazing.
From 19th starting position, Kenseth the winner, and Jamie McMurray drove his heart out and got his best race of the season.
A lot will be said about that drive by Jimmy Johnson from the back, making up a lap to 6. But remember, McMurray started this race in the rear too because of the engine change.
But he never spun out all day.
This is true.
And Matt, Jamie McMurray talking with Kevin Harvick, and Matt Kenseth just said in victory lane he felt bad for you. How badly did you want to win that race?
Well, it's been a long time, and I thought I had it. You know, once I cleared the 21 car, I got a little bit of a gap on everybody, and I thought that we were going to be able to win, but you know, this is encouraging for our team. We've struggled pretty much all year, and we've run better the last few weeks, and this week is it's big for us. So good day for the Irwin Industrial Tools Ford Fusion.
Great job, Jamie.